In this video, I'm going to show you how to install and set up Chargent really quickly so you can start processing payments from Salesforce in about 5 minutes. Before you begin, know this. We recommend installing and testing Chargent in your Salesforce Sandbox first. This will allow you to verify any customizations you have without changing your production Salesforce setup or data. Always install and upgrade Chargent using our Package Installation Manager on our website, or as we like to call it, the PIM. This will ensure that you always have the most up-to-date package tested by our team prior to being released. We also need to ensure that your Salesforce org is Lightning ready. This requires you to have completely enabled My Domain in Salesforce. You've probably already done that, but if not, it includes selecting a domain, registering it, and deploying it to all of your users. My name is Stacy from Chargent, and if you're a Salesforce admin or consultant who wants to learn about payments and be a superstar for your organization, we've made a special checklist for you on 10 ways to make Salesforce payments safe, easy, and profitable. So check that link in the components below. Here are the steps. Step 1, install packages using the Chargent PIM. You are going to want to use our Package Installation Manager, the PIM, to install Chargent. To access the PIM, you will want to navigate to our website at www.appfrontier.com, go under the Help and Docs menu and select Installation. When you install Chargent, it will automatically install 3 packages: Chargent Base, Chargent Transactions, and Chargent Anywhere. Step 2. Assign licenses to your Salesforce users in production. License assignment is only necessary in your production and developer orgs. You won't need to assign licenses in the sandbox. To assign licenses, you want to navigate to your installed packages in Salesforce Setup. You want to assign licenses to both the Chargent Orders and the Chargent Anywhere packages. The Chargent Base package doesn't need a license assigned. Step 3. Connect to your payment gateway. If you haven't already signed up for a payment gateway, Chargent integrates directly with over 30 major gateways. Once you have your credentials, you can use the Chargent Setup Wizard to quickly connect Salesforce to your gateway. To link your gateway, click the app launcher on the top left corner and select the Chargent app. Choose the Chargent Settings tab and select the Chargent Setup Wizard. Select your gateway and enter your credentials. Then follow the prompts to enable Chargent's most popular features, such as Payment Request and Payment Console. Step 4. Set up Chargent Anywhere. You can install Chargent Anywhere on any object that you want. For today, let's use the Opportunities object. To do that, you want to navigate to an existing opportunity record. Click the gear icon here and choose Edit Page. Over on the left, you will see the Salesforce Lightning components listed. If you scroll to the bottom, you will see the custom managed components, and there you will find the Chargent Anywhere component. Simply drag Chargent Anywhere onto the page and click Save. You will now be prompted to assign it to your org. Go ahead and assign it as your org default and select for desktop and phone. Click the Save button, and we can now go back to your record to complete the setup. The very last step is to associate Chargent Anywhere to the page by creating the lookup fields. Go ahead and click the Configure button. If everything looks correct, type in capital letters the word Understood. Click the Create Relationship Fields button to complete the setup. Next, let's process a test payment. To test a payment, you are going to click on the Payment Console button. If you set up a test gateway, it'll be a test transaction using a test credit card. For example, a 4 with 15 ones after it. If you set up your live gateway account, you will be processing a live transaction, so enter a real credit card. We recommend processing a small amount, such as $1, which you can void afterwards. When you've entered your credit card, billing address, and amount to be charged, you can click the Charge button. You will see a green success message along with a new transaction record. To void the transaction, click on the transaction ID and then click on the Void button. You will see another success message, and the transaction will change from approved to void.
In this video, you're going to learn how Payment Request makes it safer and easier to collect payments from your customers. Here at Chargent, our focus is payments. So if you're watching this video, collecting payments is probably on your mind and is definitely an important part of your business. That's why it's vital that your team and your customers have options when it comes to collecting payments. With Chargent, one of those options is our payment request feature.
And by the way, we have made a special checklist for you on 10 ways to make Salesforce payments safe, easy, and profitable. So check out that link in the description below.
So what is payment request? Well, payment request allows you to send a payment link via email, IM, or any clickable media directly to your customer with a couple of clicks of your mouse. That link allows your customers to securely make their payment via card or bank transfer from your own Salesforce site. Those payments are captured immediately in your Salesforce org. Sounds great, right? Well, how does it work? Sending a payment request is simple. Right from Chargent Anywhere, which you can configure on any object you work from, click the Send Payment Request button. Next, begin typing into the billing contact field. Then choose the appropriate contact and click the Send Request button. In a few clicks, you've just sent your customer the payment link, and they can submit the payment themselves. The card or bank account they use is tokenized and stored in your Salesforce org and is ready for use in future payments. Neither your team nor your customer had to spend time on the phone to make this payment. You can also leverage payment requests in your custom automation, and taking payments this way reduces your PCI compliance scope, as no one on your team was hearing or writing down or typing out your customer's payment information. If you aren't using payment request today, you should be. It's the quickest and easiest way to collect payments from your customers, and it keeps your customers' payment data safe and secure.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to manage or to get more out of super useful Salesforce payments reports using Chargent, and we'll answer your questions in the comments. My name is Stacy from Chargent, and if you're a Salesforce admin or consultant who wants to learn about payments and be a superstar for your organization, click subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. So why should you master these Salesforce payments reports? If you're a Salesforce admin or consultant, it can be hard to know everything about payments. But it's okay, because at Chargent, we're hard at work to help you solve these problems. And by the way, we've made a special checklist for you on 10 ways to make Salesforce payments safe, easy, and profitable. So check that link in the components below. Before you begin, you should know that Chargent includes a number of Salesforce payments reports out of the box, so you can easily track your transactions and reconcile your daily batches. You can also customize these reports to find out how much your customers have paid you, which payments are overdue, and more. And the Salesforce Help and Trailhead are also good resources for this. If you're still using Salesforce Classic, whoa! You get some retro style points, but you probably want to upgrade to Lightning when you can, because it has more advanced features and better integration. So here are the steps. Step 1, log into Salesforce Lightning. Step 2, click the App Launcher. The App Launcher is the little waffle in the top left-hand corner. Step 3, go to the Reports tab. Here's where you can access all of your custom reports and Salesforce reports folders. Click on All Folders. It is on the left-hand side, and this is where you can find the Chargent Reports folder. These reports come standard with the Chargent packages. Good news! You can customize these reports just like you build and customize your other Salesforce reports. Step 4, review the reports. Okay, let's look at a couple of the Chargent reports. First, let's look at the report called All Transactions Last 90. The All Transactions Last 90 report is great for reconciling your Salesforce transaction records with the transaction records in your gateway. Your accounting department is going to like the sound of that. One thing we always recommend is that you use the Save As and slightly change the report name to make a copy of any report before you make any changes. That way, you'll still have a copy of the original report included in the Chargent package, and you can use the copy to modify and add filters, etc. For example, if the report was originally called Awesome Report April, you might change it to Awesome Report April Amex, or whatever is helpful for you. At the top of the report, a column graph is displayed. Click the gear to the right to change the properties of the graph. You may prefer to display a bar graph, for example. This is where you can also make more configuration changes. For instance, you can add a title for your chart, and you can even remove the chart altogether. Below the graph, the Chargent fields and the values contained within are displayed. Note that the transactions are grouped by the month in which they occurred, and a subtotal and a grand total are displayed. You can toggle the row counts, detail rows, subtotals, and grand total switches at the bottom to adjust the report to your liking. But not all of the Chargent fields are displayed on the report. If you're doing e-check transactions as well as credit card transactions, you may want to show the bank account fields on the report too. Fortunately, that's really easy to do. Step 5. Edit your reports. To make changes to the report, just click on Edit at the top right. On the left-hand side under Columns, you can add, remove, and reposition the fields to build a report that is most useful for you. In this case, I would like to see the bank account fields on the report, so I'm going to add them here. I'm just placing the cursor in the box which reads Add Column to see all of the fields which we can add to our report. I'm going to add bank account name and bank account last four since I want to see these on my report. Step 6. Make report groupings. You can also do more groupings here. For example, you might want to break out credit card and bank account transactions on your report for faster analysis. I'm going to add a grouping based on payment method in order to accomplish this. Step 7. Set up report filters. Let's say your CEO wants to see a report which only contains the American Express transactions. Use a filter to display only those records with card type American Express. Step 8. Check payment errors from yesterday. Okay, now click on payment errors from yesterday. This is a helpful report for quickly learning about any errors that occurred during yesterday's payment processing in order to correct the error and alert you that you may need to get a new payment source from your customer. Here you can see that there were 3 transactions which were declined yesterday which need my attention. I can click down into the transaction record to obtain additional information in the gateway response fields. In this transaction, we can see that the card security code which was entered was incorrect. I should either verify that I entered it correctly, or I may need to contact the customer to obtain the correct code in order to process the charge. Pro tip: if you want to get this report in your email on a daily basis, just click the subscribe button. Or if weekly is better for you, you can save as to make a copy of the report and change the date range to weekly. There are some changes that I would like to make this report, so I click the Edit button at the top. Here is where I can add, remove, and reposition the fields on my report. In addition, I can group rows in my report. I'm going to remove the row grouping and sort the list into a descending order by the amount field. This way, I will allow my accounts receivable representative to reach out to customers who have the highest outstanding value first. Step 9. Add reports to the navigation bar. If you want to access Salesforce reports more quickly, you can add reports to your navigation bar. Click on the pencil in the top right under your profile picture, and then click Add More Items. Click All on the left under Available Items and search for Reports. Click the plus sign to the left of Reports. Click on Add One Nav Item button located at the bottom right. Step 10. Add reports to Salesforce Favorites. To add reports to your Salesforce Favorites, click on the star here when you're viewing a report. To access the report later, click the drop-down next to the star and find it there. And now, check out this next video, where I'm going to show you how to test your payments in Salesforce Sandbox. My name is Stacy, and at Chargent, we're dedicated to helping Salesforce customers like you keep your payments simple. And remember, we're always here to help. So check out this next video.